Okay. All right. So we're going to probably do about maybe three more questions, you guys, and then we'll go ahead and conclude our session for tonight. All right. So let's see. Okay. So this is a good one. We always know that God uses like our everyday involvement and interaction to sort of remind us about why we were designed, why we were born, and how we connect back to Him and things like that. In what ways do you think that He uses our overall normal experiences and things like that to help us to understand relationships better?
Well, being that I am a true believer that nothing happens to us by chance, whatever happened to us happens to us at that very moment for a reason. Whether it be 3 years down the line that it prepared you for, 3 years earlier, it happened so that you could be prepared for what you would come into contact with 3 years later. And that could be whether your relationship is about to hit a rough patch, if you get a huge blessing that you weren't expecting at that time, or if you had a loss or something. That moment that happened to you 3 years ago, at the moment you might not understood it, but when you fast forward to 3 years, you're like, oh my God, you were equipped. So I most definitely believe that.
Right. Do you think those experiences sort of help you to understand yourself more?
I think each experience helps you to understand yourself more, as well as other people that you may come in contact with in the present or in the future. Each experience can be different, and they will teach you different life roles or life challenges, not challenges, different things in life that you could learn and take some lessons from each of those experiences and apply them to your own individual characteristic traits, or they can help you grow further into other relationships down the road.
Yes, and I think that's important that we take those things and put them into our arsenal for life. Because sometimes, as you said, Shanda, things can happen, whether to us or to our friends, that we may be there present for them in the moment and talking with them and aiding them, not knowing that later on that wisdom and insight that was given during that time will be something that will comfort us during those different times as things happen to us in our future, because our present do sometimes prepare us for our future or give us sort of like the foresight that things are going to occur before that time. So that's very true. Now, one of the characters we haven't talked about yet is Jennifer. And I want to sort of bring her up because we've already talked about some of the other characters as well. We hit on Robert and Victor a little bit, and they're one of the main, they're two of the main characters there. We talked about Constance for a little bit, and she's there as well. So I want to bring up Jennifer. One of the things that Jennifer found hard to do is to sort of be herself in relationships. She had issues with her father, how he dealt with different relationships. And so she sort of viewed things and people differently. Do you think this is important for people to be in relationships where they can fully be themselves? Or is it okay for them to continue to portray different acts and personality traits that the person's going to like, but not necessarily true to who they are?
No, you absolutely have to be yourself. You absolutely do, because if you start being something that you're not only are you hurting yourself, you're hurting your partner, because they are thinking that the way that you're acting or what things that you are accepting is okay. So if your partner thinks your favorite color is red and your favorite color is black, but you don't correct them, then every time you turn around when they want to do something nice for you, they're going to be doing it in that red color because it's like, ooh, my baby love this. Yeah. But deep down, you like, I don't like that. Miss. I wish he would just get black.
Now, if your favorite color changed, it really you.
Talking about. But then if you, by the time like you done been together 15, 20 years and all of a sudden you like, I don't like red, I like black. They looking at you like, so what's changed? When nothing has actually changed, you just finally decide to come true. So take it from me, be yourself from the very beginning so that you're not feeling like you're in a cage and your partner knows exactly what they're getting.
Mike, you have any light you want to shed?
Yeah, you can't enter into any type of relationship being fake with anybody, especially yourself, because you can be fake with yourself. Then how you going? How somebody's supposed to be able to trust you down the road and figure out, okay, now who are you really? Are you this person, or you this? Or yesterday you were somebody else. So how they gonna figure? How they gonna be able to figure you out and know who you are if they can't? If you can't be yourself from day one.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true. And she actually experiences this. Later on in the book, it reveals some components about how she was being fake to some degree with one of her relationships that it ended up backfiring majorly for her and caused her to have some uproar in a different area that she didn't necessarily know about or think about. Okay, so you guys talked on some components of revealing who they are and you being true to yourself and things of that nature. It makes me think about a concept that is really big that people talk about, which is love language. So do you believe this is important for you to know a person's love language to assist them in feeling love? Because for one person, the different parts, I think it's 5, is quality time, words of affirmation, gifts or gift giving, acts of service, and I believe physical touch. Yeah, physical touch. That's the last one. So there's 5 areas. Do you believe this? You said which one, Mike? You sort of froze. You froze. What you said?
I said it all stops with the gift giving.
It's not.
None of the others matter. The gift giving is the only one that matters.
Lord have mercy.
And that's not even my love language. So don't listen to him. He just messing right now.
But
People think that's my love language.
we know he's joking. We know he's joking. But people love language. People do love gifts, but for some people,
yeah, women love.
And men love gifts too. Men love gifts too.
We get a pair of socks and tie.